Welcome back to the Moto Show. Here on the show, we got the president of Husqvarna North America, Kris. Now, I messed up the name earlier in the show, but Odwarka, is that
Kris,
did I get it?
Kris Odwarka, yeah.
I got it right, man. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, I know you got another name.
Kris Howell. A lot of people in Colorado, New Mexico know me from my dad. My stepdad raised me, a Marine turned artist, so kind of an interesting combination. And
you lived in Europe for 11 years working over there, and I mean, you know all the facets. You're a rider yourself.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Talk about coming full circle. 11 years in Europe and came back to the dream job of my life, but I grew up riding bikes and racing bikes. 1969, I had a C70, step-through frame C70 Honda, and you know, you saw it was so little, I'd hop up on the pegs and in the seat, and then riding Moto, and also on, we were kidding about this, the year you were born, I got a buddy's practice bike, national rider named Mike Leffler. He was AMA Rookie of the Year in 1980. Yeah. I had his Husky that I bought from him and raced a 250 Husky.
Lots of history.
Yeah.
That's so cool. What do you think, Paul?
I think it is pretty cool. He's a cycling fan. He was just telling us how much he enjoyed the AJS Porcupine story that we had this week.
The AJS Porcupine. Do you think it'll go for $1 million?
Who knows, you know? You get somebody with some crazy money.
Could be. You don't need crazy money for that, though.
And this is the world debut. You had to pull some strings.
This is the Husqvarna TXC 310. This is our cross-country bike, and it's designed especially for the North American market.
Well, let's go take a look at it.
Yeah, sounds great.
After we look at it, I'm sure you're going to give it to Cycle News, and Paul, he's going to go.
Oh man, he's already working me for that.
You know, Kris, this is nothing that I remember the Husqvarnas. I mean, this thing's cool. I mean, it's got fuel injection, I see, but the thing that I like for us old guys, electric start. And you didn't leave out the Kickstarter. You got a Kickstarter just in case.
Real world, it can happen. When does electric start fail? When does your battery drop out? When you're farthest away. So for all of us deep that have been in the situation, it's still there. You bet.
Talk about some of the changes that you've made to this 310. I know your Cayaba front suspension there. It's a whole new pipe, and the Italians got a name for that pipe.
Leo Vince. They told me they'd kill me if I didn't get it right.
All right, well, we got it right.
All right, so based on our most successful, most popular 250-310 series, man, what didn't we do? Frames new and updated. The shock, like we were talking about, forks are completely revalved and set up. It's a completely new Cayaba shock for the rear. The fuel injection is new and completely remapped ECU to go with it. The pipe, like you said, is new. It's almost a completely new motorcycle. Frame's a great example. Increased rigidity and stiffness, 500,000 torsional oscillations, 500,000 linear oscillations. Passed that test. That's our harshest test. Better fuel economy, certainly better emissions, which we talk about today.
Right.
You know, even off-road. It's just a really nice bike to ride. I think the big thing that we didn't do, you can take a 250 power band, and if it's a 310, you just add on top of it. Instead of doing that, which I think would have been a mistake, give a motorcycle to the person our age, 30 to 50, 30 to 60. Add tons in the low end, right off a Vital, a smooth roll. There's no bop, there's no burble, nothing. You can ride it lazy. You can ride a gear high if you want. You can motocross it. The bike's great.
Something else that Husqvarna brought back, Larry Rossler's there. Does that mean we're going to bring back Dan Ashcraft and Dan Smith, and we'll see this thing in Baja?
You know what? Walk before you run. I mean, 250, 500,000. It's baby steps right now.
Something else, the weight of the bike, under 240 pounds.
Under 240 pounds with electric start, with kickstart. It's kind of set up to do pretty much everything. This is the bike that was made for North America. We asked for it less than a year ago. And it was really a brainchild of a great rider, not racer. Corey Eastman, our marketing guy. It's his bike, and thank God he's as good as he is.
Well, and thanks for coming on the Moto Show. We got to take care of our sponsors.
You betcha.
It is a great looking bike.